All right, coming up next, a UFC Bantamweight division fight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 7 losses, and 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Pedro, the Young Punisher, Munhoz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Marlon Vera! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Well, no problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there.
Big punch land over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Punch over the top.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Now he's got the Muay Thai block. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 1.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Nice job with that follow-up shot as well. Oh, combination lands, and it seemed like almost every strike found the target.
He's so accurate when he decides to attack. It is a sight to behold. Grabbing the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing a beautiful punch. Really's got his opponent on notice here.
Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to he has to find one more strike to end the night.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, collar tie.
He gets to his spot, the tie clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly.
Battle for position here. Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like... He's attacking armbar now.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Single collar tie here.
Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection. Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
Well, how about this striking display tonight as he lands yet another knee right there. Several have already landed in this round, and you can see they're really starting to take their toll on the opposition at this point in the fight. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Look at the turnover in that kick.
Back and forth we go here.
That is, oh man, this dude is good. Came from inches right there, boy, wow. It was a good night if that landed.
And they separate.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Wow. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Straight right hand, no good. Takedown defense holds up. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. And they separate. And just misses with that big right hand.
Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Now goes in and secures the takedown. And he landed the right hand there. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Final seconds here of round two. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the aggressiveness, the volume.
It was unbelievable to watch him be so active. The cardio, the push, the pace, and the pressure that he fought with. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can maintain this over 15 minutes.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Well, oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
So and the takedown is there, so beautiful fighting instincts there to catch the leg and take the fight down to the canvas. Now let's see what he chooses to do from here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here. And now he falls back into the finishing position.
Wow. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you've got his foot on the hip and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt, he's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. It's in there deep. There you go.
Wow. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. So get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Oh, straight right. All right, well, time is the enemy now, DC, and he's really running out of it if he's going to get his hand raised tonight.
He's got to go forward. He's got to just... Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got to go forward very fast.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Pedro, the young Punisher Munhoz!
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant